Delve into the dark world of organized crime as we explore the life and reign of Felix Mitchell, a notorious drug lord who struck fear into the hearts of his enemies and law enforcement alike. From his humble beginnings to his rise as one of the most powerful criminals in history, Felix Mitchell's story is a cautionary tale of the corrupting influence of power and the devastating consequences of his actions. Join us as we examine the life and crimes of Felix Mitchell, a man so ruthless and cunning that he earned the nickname the Black Caesar. His influence reached far beyond the streets, leaving a legacy marked by fear, violence, and the relentless grip of addiction that affected countless lives. As we reflect on the consequences of his reign, the story of Felix Mitchell serves as a haunting reminder of the dark allure of power and the tragic outcomes that follow. The challenges law enforcement faced in trying to apprehend Mitchell were multifaceted. For one, his operations were highly organized and well guarded by a network of loyal associates. This made it difficult for authorities to gather intelligence without risking exposure. Moreover, Mitchell operated in an era where the war on drugs was escalating, leading to a more aggressive law enforcement approach that sometimes bordered on controversial. The societal issues related to drug trafficking during his reign were just as complex, involving not just the distribution and consumption of illegal substances, but also the socio-economic conditions that fueled demand and supply. The allure of Mitchell's lifestyle and power drew many into his orbit, but it was his cunning and strategic mind that truly set him apart. His rise to power was nothing short of meteoric, marked by calculated moves that eliminated competitors and expanded his territory. Mitchell's methods were brutal yet efficient, involving a mix of intimidation, violence, and strategic alliances. He controlled vast geographical areas with his influence stretching across city boundaries. Key events in his criminal empire, such as high-profile drug busts that he managed to evade and the elimination of rival gang members, only served to cement his legend. However, every empire has its Achilles heel, and for Mitchell, it was a combination of internal betrayal and relentless pursuit by law enforcement. The pivotal moment that led to his downfall was a major sting operation that resulted in his arrest. This operation was years in the making, involving undercover agents and informants who managed to infiltrate Mitchell's inner circle. The significance of this bust cannot be overstated. It marked a major victory for law enforcement in their long battle against Mitchell's empire. Felix Mitchell's legacy in the drug world is complex. On one hand, he was a figure of fear and respect, someone who managed to build a vast empire through sheer force of will. On the other, his reign was marked by violence and suffering, impacting not just the community at large, but also law enforcement efforts to curb drug trafficking. His story serves as a cautionary tale of the highs and lows of a life in crime. If you've got thoughts on Felix Mitchell or other infamous criminals, I'd love to hear them. Drop a comment below. And if you're as fascinated by stories of power crime and downfall, be sure to check out my next video on another notorious figure. You won't want to miss it.